Here are the best Irish players to buy in FIFA 23 career mode. Number 1 is Gavin Bazunu, who's got a 70 overall, 85 potential, and he's worth 3 million. And number 2 is Evan Ferguson, who's got a 59 overall, 80 potential, and he's worth 210k. And finally at number 3 is Nathan Collins, who's got a 75 overall, 82 potential, and he's worth 9.5 million. Here are the highest potential players in FIFA 23 career mode. At number 1 we got Eduardo Camavinga, who's got a 79 overall, 89 potential. And number 2 is Ryan Gravenbach, who's also 79 rated and has also an 89 potential. And number 3 is Gavi, who's got a 79 overall and an 89 potential. Number 4 is Bastoni, who's got an 84 overall and 90 potential. And at number 5 is Vitina, who's got a 79 overall and 89 potential. There are 3 players you need in your FIFA 23 career mode. Number 1 is Yusufu Makuku, 69 overall, 88 potential, and he's worth 3.1 million. And number 2 is Nicolo Ravella. Got a 75 overall, 88 potential, and he's worth 12 million. And finally at number 3 is Antonio Nusa. He's got a 68 overall, 88 potential, and he's worth 2.9 million. Here are 3 players you need in your FIFA 23 career mode. Number 1 is Tete. He's got a 76 overall, 86 potential, and he's worth 15 million. And number 2 is Michael Olise. He's got a 76 overall, 86 potential, and he's worth 15 million. It's Thiago Almada. He's got a 76 overall, 87 potential, and he's worth 15 million as well. Here are 3 wonder kits you need in your FIFA 23 career mode. And number 1 is Jacob Ramsey. Got a 75 overall, 85 potential, and he's worth 11.5 million. And number 2 is Malario. He's got a 75 rated as well, and he's 90 overall, and he's worth 12 million. And the last one at number 3 is Gabriel Veron. He's got a 75 overall, 87 potential, and he's worth 12 million. There are 5 highest potential wonder kids in FIFA 23 career mode. And number 1, we got Tonali, who's got an 84 rated and a 90 potential. Number 2 is João Felix, got also an 84 rated and a 90 potential. Number 3 is Rafael Leao, who's got an 84 rated as well and 90 potential also. Number 3 is Musiala, who's got an 81 rated and 90 potential. And finally at number 5 is Ansu Fati, who's a 79 overall and a 90 potential. There are 5 hidden gems in FIFA 23 career mode. And number 1 is Joshua Feeney, who has a 55 overall, 80 potential, which is a 25 potential growth. And number 2 is Christian Ricamela, sorry I can't pronounce that. Got a 60 overall, 83 potential, which is a 23 potential growth. And number 3 is Alfie Devine, who's got a 60 overall, 83 potential, which is 23 potential growth. And number 4 is Ben Christine, got a 58 overall, 81 potential, which is 23 potential growth. Finally at number 5 is Ashley Phillips, who's got a 59 overall, 82 potential, which is 23 potential growth. Here are the best centre mids to sign in FIFA 23 career mode. And number 1 is Kenneth Taylor, who's got a 73 overall, 85 potential, and is worth 6.5 million. Number 2 is Nico Gonzalez, who's got a 75 overall, 85 potential, and is worth 11 million. Finally at number 3 is Fabio Mirashi, who's got a 72 overall, 87 potential, and is worth 5 million. Here are the best cams to sign in FIFA 23 career mode. And number 1 is Harvey Elliott, who's got a 73 overall, 87 potential, and is worth 6.5 million. Number 2 is Xavi Simons, who's got a 73 overall, 86 potential, and is worth 6.5 million. Finally, at number 3 is Alex Scott, who's got a 69 overall, 87 potential, and is worth 1.4 million. Here are the best right wingers to sign in FIFA 23 career mode. Number 1 is Brendan Johnson, who's got a 75 overall, 85 potential, and is worth 11.5 million. Number 2 is Jeremy Doku, who's got a 75 overall, 85 potential, and is worth 11 million. Finally, at number 3 is Nico Williams, who's got a 74 overall, 86 potential, and is worth 9 million. Here are the best cheap players to sign in FIFA 23 career mode. And number 1 is Felipe Valencia, who's got a 50 overall, 75 potential, and he's worth 130k. And number 2 is Gavin Beavers, who's got a 52 overall, 76 potential, and is worth 50k. And finally at number 3 is Diogo Monteiro, who's got a 54 overall, 78 potential, and he's worth 80k. Here are the best 5-star skillers to sign in FIFA 23 career mode. And number 1 is Ryan Cherky, who's got a 73 overall, 88 potential, and is worth 6.5 million. And number 2 is Lucas Paqueta, who's got an 82 overall, 87 potential, and is worth 40 million. And finally at number 3 is Anthony, who's got an 82 overall, 88 potential, and is worth 44 million. Here are 3 players you should sign in FIFA 23 career mode. Number 1 is Nicolo Ravella, who's got a 75 overall, 88 potential, and he's worth 12 million. Number 2 is Kareem Adeyemi, he's got a 75 overall, 87 potential, and he's worth 12.5 million. Finally at number 3 is Matthias Sol, he's got a 68 overall, 85 potential, and is worth 1.2 million. Here are 3 players you should sign in FIFA 23 career mode if you have a low budget. Number 1 is Serge Ngoma, he's got a 58 overall, 82 potential, and he's worth 180k. Number 2 is Alfie Devine, he's got a 60 overall, 83 potential, and he's worth 230k. And finally at number 3 is Ashley Phillips, who's got a 59 overall, 82 potential, and is worth 170k. Here are 3 players you need to sign in FIFA 23 career mode for under 5 million. And number 1 is Giorgio Scalavini, he's got a 70 overall, 86 potential, and he's worth 1.3 million. And number 2 is Savio, who's got a 70 overall, 86 potential, and he's worth 1.5 million. Finally at number 3 is Mohamed Ali Cho, who's got a 70 overall, overall, 85 potential, and he's worth 3.4 million. Here are 3 players you should sign in FIFA 23 career. And number 1 is Charles de Catelaire, who is a 78 overall, 88 potential, and is worth 28.5 million. Number 2 is Gabriel Martinelli, who is a 78 overall, 88 potential, and is worth 28.5 million. Finally, at number 3 is Florian Ritz, who is an 82 overall, 91 potential, and is worth 59 million.
Here are the best young players to sign in FIFA 23 career mode. And number 1 we got Joe Gelhardt. He's got a 72 overall, 87 potential, and is worth 5 million. Number 2 is Antonio Nusa. He's got a 68 overall, 88 potential, and is worth 2.9 million. And finally, at number 3 is Jamie Boyne Gittins. He's got a 67 overall, 87 potential, and he's worth 2.5 million. There are 3 left wingers to sign in FIFA 23 career mode. And number 1 we got Kavicta Kvaratskhelia. He's got a 76 overall, 88 potential, and is worth 16.5 million. And number 2 is Octavian Popescu. He's got a 72 overall, 85 potential, and is worth 5 million. Finally, at number 3 is Rares Elil. He's got a 71 overall, 83 potential, and is worth 4 million.
Here are 3 CDMs you need to sign in FIFA 23 career mode. And number 1 is Amadou Onana. He's got a 74 overall, 84 potential, and is worth 8 million. And number 2 is Samuel Ritchie, who's got a 74 overall, 85 potential, and is worth 8 million. Finally, at number 3 is Eric Martel. He's got a 67 overall, 84 potential, and is worth 925k. Here are the best right backs to sign in FIFA 23 career mode. Number 1 we got Malo Gusto. He's got a 75 overall, 85 potential, and is worth 10.5 million. Number 2 is Dodo. He's got a 75 overall, 84 potential, and is worth 10.5 million. And finally, at number 3 is Joe Scaly. He's got a 72 overall, 82 potential, and is worth 4.3 million. Here are the best strikers to sign in FIFA 23 career mode. And number 1 we got Joe Gelhardt. He's got a 72 overall, 87 potential, and is worth 5 million. Number 2 is Wilfred Gnonto. He's got a 69 overall, 85 potential, and is worth 1.3 million. Finally, at number 3 is Marco Lazetic. He's got 65 overall, 85 potential, and is worth 1.8 million. Here are the best left backs to sign in FIFA 23 career mode. Number 1 we got Luca Net. He's got a 73 overall, 85 potential, and is worth 6 million. And number 2 is Quinton Merlin. He's got a 70 overall, 84 potential, and is worth 3.3 million. Finally, at number 3 is Calvin Bassey, who's got a 74 overall, 84 potential, and is worth 8 million. Here are 3 centre backs you need in your FIFA 23 career mode. And number 1 is Noah Mbamba. He's got a 64 overall, 84 potential, and is worth 1.3 million. Number 2 is Gerard Brantwaite, who's got a 68 overall, 84 potential, and is worth 1.1 million. And finally, at number 3 is Levi Colwill, who's got a 70 overall, 84 potential, and is worth 3.2 million.